For our trailer, we're doing a slash film, and the basic plot for slash films are a group of people get killed one by one from someone in a mask with a knife. The basic synopsis for ours is a girl gets killed at the start, which sort of introduces the genre, and then for the rest of the trailer, someone's hunted by a cultist killer who's masked, and this links to the film Scream, which we used for inspiration.
For sound, for our music, we're going to have a gradual crescendo, which is going to build up like tension and suspension in the trailer, which is sort of synonymous with horror films. We're also going to have some dialogue where the group of friends are going to talk about the missing people in the town and the murders. And that's going to be coupled with like a news broadcast, so it's like add some realism to the trailer. So going to have some non-diegetic sound, like running and breathing, so to add tension.
For cinematography, we're going to use things like tracking shots when the victim's being followed to give the impression that like they're being watched the whole time. We're going to use like point of view shots as well from the killer looking down, so it shows that like he's got the power and like shows like what he's watching, and then from the victim's point of view, so it puts you like in their position and makes them seem like more vulnerable. And we're going to use like shaky cams as well to create like tension and anxiety for the audience. And then for editing, it's going to be like fast, sharp cuts in the action scenes. And then there's going to be like a contrast with like longer shots of like calm scenes to create like a contrast.
With our setting, we've decided to go for more the stereotypical horror setting. So you've got like your forest and your suburban street. So at the start of the trailer, our protagonist is going to walk into the house and see her friend being murdered or find her body, and then she's going to run away. So we're going to film inside a house, out on a suburban street as she's running from the house, and then into a forest. So we're going to find some dark wooded setting where it hasn't got a lot of natural light, just to make it a little more eerie. And we're also going to film a scene inside of a college or like a school setting where like the group are going to like talk about the problems and the murders. So it's going to be in a familiar setting, so probably the college, sat around like a round table. So they're in a comfortable setting but talking about murders and them being picked off one by one, so it's a false sense of security.
Okay, round of applause. Questions from our panel?
Well, let's think one now.
Okay, I'll kick off with a question. Could I have a little bit more information about the plot and the characters and the situation in which they find themselves into the context of what's led to these killings?
It's not really based off anything, like they're not being killed for a purpose, they're just being killed. And like at the start of the trailer where the first girl's killed, it's sort of, she's seen dead, and that stems it off from there, and then like her friends start getting killed.
It's not ever kind of revealed in the trailer why they're being hunted.
Right.
So it doesn't really give too much away.
It's like Scream.
Yeah. It like telling them why they're being hunted would give too much away about the killer.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever thought about what type of cuts that you might use? You talked about a little bit about editing, but what sort of cuts you're going to use?
Just a lot of like smash cuts and
Some faded blacks as well.
Yeah, like cuts to black at the end, so it creates like a cliffhanger, like a sudden end type impact.
Any further questions from our panel? Cisco?
We make use of like red shirt characters, so like any extras in the actual trailer, or is it just purely going to be the characters that are in it that are shown?
we will use extras because just to like add some more realism to it. So during like the college scenes, there'll be people walking around.
We also have some photos of like missing people that are going to show in the trailer. So basically, the body has been seen by our final girl, but the body's not found by anybody else. So no one really believes that she's seen her dead. They all just suspect her missing. So we're going to show a few missing persons. So we might use extras for those missing person photos.
Would any of the extras have like interactions with any of the protagonists?
Probably not.
It's just going to be like a closed group of friends, so they're already like close knit.
Harry, do you have a question?
Considering it's a slasher, have you given any thought to maybe like a signature weapon?
When you use like knives and stuff, like sharp objects.
Matt?
I was going to say, like, considering your group's bigger, so your trailer's going to have to be longer, like, how do you plan on like making it longer but still being like impactful?
We're going to use lots of like montages of like different characters in different settings, and we're also going to like merge different parts of the trailer together. So it's sort of
So it's not in order.
yeah, so it's a bit like jittery, but it's like still like offers that scare factor.
Yeah, a lot of horror trailers you'll find they're not in chronological order, so it makes the viewer a bit more confused. Like you don't know who's dying and when. So we thought that would be more effective just to use loads of different montages.
Excellent. One last question from me. Soundtrack wise, have you thought about what type of music you might use? You mentioned you're going to have like a sort of crescendo, you intercut it with other forms of footage, things like that. What sort of music are you thinking about using?
Just like violins and string instruments, really, just to like get that high pitched sound.
Yeah, it'll be more atonal as well. Like it won't be more like minor and atonal music.
Okay.